Yeah, Brad. Okay, so there's this dude. I don't want to go too hard on this guy, but at the same time,
Brad.
I do want to
The Bull?
say that this guy's an idiot. Brad does music.
Brad the Bull?
Brad does music.
Oh, different Brad.
So this guy, Brad, does music. Apparently, a lot of you guys know who he is. Brad Taste.
Yeah,
He's
Brad
a music
Tasted
reviewer.
music. Yeah, I was kind of low-key a fan of his channel. Not like super hardcore, but I've watched a number of his like reviews and stuff. And yeah, I discovered him because he was doing this stream that I thought was brilliant. Maybe he wasn't the one to come up with this, but at the time I thought it was very funny, where he was doing a stream that wouldn't end until he finished the song Thunder by Imagine Dragons, which is one of the most obnoxious fucking songs I've ever heard in my life. And he would restart it every time he got like $5 in donations or something.
Mm-hmm,
so his audience was like torturing him. And I thought that was so funny and also really smart because I'm sure he made a boatload of money off of that stream. So that was how I discovered him. And then I started watching his music reviews and stuff. And so, yeah, I don't know. I thought he seemed like a cool guy.
Now, I'm not saying you guys have to stop watching him or
I don't
anything.
know.
I just feel like he deserves a little joshing for this. Frankly, he did offend me. I'll be honest. So this guy, I don't know who he is. I didn't know who he is. After the show, there's like a little gathering area for everybody with VIP tickets who were on our guest list and had backstage access that we could all mingle, say what up to all of our guests, and basically decompress after the show. And he was there. I spent a fair bit of time talking to him. Nice guy. Said he was a big fan and he was super happy to be there and meet me and meet everybody. And I thought, okay, nice. Well, nice meeting you. You know, Hila actually she said she spent the most time talking to him and his girlfriend. I think it was his girlfriend, because he's Israeli, or he has family in Israel, who were killed by Hamas during October 7th. And they were talking about that situation. And obviously they have a lot in common because of that. And they were pretty much agreeing about everything they were talking about at the time. And then he posts a picture. Let's see. He posts a picture of us together on Twitter. So the first picture
First mistake right there.
So this dude, and he seems to be, by all accounts, like a regular viewer of the podcast too. So he knows, he understands.
He's a regular super chatter. He would send super chats all the time.
So he understands the culture of the show and who I am and who Hila is and all this stuff. So he posted on Twitter, great moves. It's a nice picture of us all happy, smiling after the show. What could be wrong with that, right? Everything, apparently.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
In the comments, people were not happy that he took a photograph with a genocide supporting Zionist Nazi, essentially. And he decided to make a statement. He said, this image made a statement that I did not intend to make, and I'd like to apologize for people who were hurt or upset by this. I also apologize for my quick response, as it was dismissive towards people who care about me and others deeply. I appreciate you looking out for me. So I'm like, well, that's fucking lame. Like, we gave you backstage access. We spend like a considerable amount of time like connecting and talking with you, and then you use it to go online and fucking like throw me to the wolves. Like, I was offended. I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? That's so lame. Like, why did you even come? You know, what a lame fucking, it upset me. It was upsetting. I made a response to it because I was like, dude, this is so lame. Just an Instagram story. I said, this is Brad. Someone on the crew was kind enough to get him VIP tickets, so he was able to come backstage and hang out with us. I had the chance to speak with him for a little bit and thought he was a nice guy. Here he is apologizing for taking a photograph with me. I continued, the reason being because I'm a Zionist. Well, here, let me read what he says. I'm aware that being around Ethan and Hila at the moment is very questionable. I wanted to meet them despite people's valid criticism of them. I am aware this is a bad look, and posting a photo with them upset many people. Not the best decision on my part. Suck my dick, bro.
Jeez.
Stay the fuck home. Like, oh my God, dude. Also, like, what's really lame is he's just propping up this absolute psychotic moral panic about me being essentially Israeli, being you know, my wife being Israeli, that somehow is, you know, inherently a bad thing. Being born somewhere, I thought racism was the worst thing you could be, but apparently hating someone for being born somewhere is vibes all of a sudden. Regardless, I said, because I'm a Zionist, what does this even mean? To those that use the word as an insult, it simply means anyone that believes Israel has the right to continue to exist. According to recent polling, this would include 90% of the world's Jewish population. That means Brad here would need to apologize for taking a photograph with 9 out of 10 Jews. Which isn't anti-Semitic, by the way, at all. I said, whatever criticism I have voiced for Israel, whatever financial contributions I have made to the people of Gaza, nothing will ever be enough because I, like 90% of all Jews, am a, quote, Zionist. Been on the receiving end of rabid anti-Semitism ever since October 7th, but this one made me especially sad. Here's an example of some of the comments that, I guess, influenced him. Wait, you know they were problematic, and why? And then why you would ever want to meet? Why would you ever want to meet them? If you know Ethan and Hila were Zionists, Hila herself was in the IDF, again, mandatory conscription. Why even risk your reputation for that meeting? I wanted to meet them because they were famous and I had the opportunity to watch a creator who was a pivotal part of my childhood and early YouTube adventures. I had no care for the moral implications at the time. I just wanted to feel cool. That's so cringe, bro. So, I think there was more, but...
There was a video of him talking about it.
There's, my thing was like, if you don't like 90% of an ethnic group, if you think 90% of an ethnic group are monsters or Nazis or whatever, I think you might just not like that ethnic group. You know what I mean? I don't think that you can... I think that's just racism, frankly, at that point. Which we're against. We don't like racism. Where's the clip? That's all I have of it. There was a lot more though, wasn't there? He put out a further tweet where he's like, I'm mad at Ethan for talking about this and not looking into it.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that one. I'll look for that. But it's D3 is the clip. I'll find the tweet right now.
Oh shit, my bad. Here it is, yeah. Let's see.
I feel like, and I think that what happened is, so like, I posted a picture with Ethan Klein, Hila Klein, and then people were like replying with pictures of JPEG Mafia and Kanye West. And I was just like, this.
I don't get that. What does that mean? JPEG Mafia and Kanye West? People were hitting him with memes that fucked him up? What does that mean? Nobody knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
JPEG Mafia is a rapper. He collaborated with Kanye. JPEG Mafia at one point was pretty outwardly spoken about being
I see.
anti-Nazi and like anti-white supremacist and everything. And then people were like,
so
what
they're
the fuck,
saying I'm
dude?
a Nazi.
Basically,
And
yeah.
he's cool being friends with Nazis.
That is
Again,
the implication there, yes.
please understand that when people say stuff like that, they are bigots. I really want people to understand just how fucking gross and bigoted that position is.
Sucks. I thought it was funny, but it sucked. And then there were people like, Bradley, please don't just ignore this. And people in the community, Brad, this is bigger than this. You need to not ignore this. You need to address this. You need to not ignore this. People in my audience, I address it. Spineless, pussy, apologizes for taking pictures with Jews. So it went from like, Brad, you have to address this. You cannot ignore this. This is very important. Fine, I'll say something, to, you should have said nothing. Why did you motherfucker? And it was just like, at that point, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing? Keemstar interview went, dude, Keemstar fucking tweeted something about it, dude. What's wrong with Ethan? Dude, I don't want to talk about this, though.
Go ahead. What's wrong with Ethan, motherfucker? Explain it. You didn't think there was enough wrong with me when you came to my show and, like, took advantage of our hospitality and came and spent the whole night with us, yucking it up. And the part that people don't know that I thought was especially spineless and lame is that him and Hila were talking shop about, you know, Israel and talking about the war and everything all night. And then he comes home and is like, oh, they have dangerous opinions. It's like, bro, just believe in something, man. Just like, you know what I mean? Just pick something, bro. Something's got to, what did Alexander Hamilton say? If you don't stand for something, then what do you fall for? Burr?
Did he say that, or is that a line from Hamilton?
It's no, that's a line from Hamilton.
But is it like an actual historical quote? Or?
No.
Got it.
Heavens no. Well, clearly not. Clearly not.
It's like, it wasn't supposed to be a big deal. And what I ended up doing is I ended up selling Ethan and Hila Klein down the river. Just like I wanted to meet them. And it's like I sold them down the river. And then they got upset. And so the entire internet, both sides were upset at me. And then Ethan and Hila were upset at me.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? What are you saying fuck me for, huh?
What? What do you mean fuck me for? Because you came to my show, took care of my hospitality, and then called me a fucking, like, a Nazi. Like, what do you mean fuck me for?
Fuck me, right?
I think he clearly... I don't think he's been internet famous for very long. And, you know, it can be really severely anxiety-inducing to be getting screamed at by a bunch of people on Twitter or whatever. And, I mean, obviously he didn't handle it the best. I mean, this clip that you're showing right now shows a degree of self-awareness. You know? I
think the problem is that he just says whatever he thinks people want to hear, which is a terrible way to conduct yourself. Especially...
seem that way.
It frustrates me a little bit, though, that he doesn't understand why I'm upset.
It
seems to be.
So, that's the entire drama in a nutshell. And it's just, if it sounds like a lot of ridiculous bullshit, because it is. It's such bullshit. The whole thing's kind of overblown. It's entirely overblown. Dumb drama, who cares? Exactly.
I mean, it wasn't
I cared. And I'm mad that I cared. If I never cared, none of this shit would have ever happened. But because...
Anyway, whatever. There was more stories, but I can't find them. It all happened during the break. It was like a day. We moved on. But Brad, he got... Dude, Nicholas Diorio, my boy.
Yo!
Big Nick. My boy.
Oh, boy.
Nick was out there riding for me. He goes... Brad told Nick, you're setting a really bad example for Ethan. He read your tweets and took them at face value, meaning he trusts you and you're trying to egg on the person who you believe hurt Ethan. I have no idea what he's talking about. I did not read any of Nick's tweets, nor have I ever, frankly, until right this moment. He says, I'm not replying because I like Ethan. I have no affiliation with Ethan Klein. I've never once spoken to Ethan Klein in my life. I'm replying because you're a pussy. Oh! Nickelodeon. Nick Diorius.
You just got slimed, dude.
For real, dude. For real.
Look what they're doing to that cow, bro.
For real. Anyway, whatever.
Whatever.
We can move on. You guys can still enjoy Brad music and stuff, but like at a certain point, I do need to stand up for myself if people on the internet are just going to accept at face value, like, oh yeah, Ethan is a Nazi. Ethan is an actual Nazi. And if you take a photo with him, you might as well just be committing a genocide.
We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis.
Like, I'm sorry.
I did think that your responses, your story responses, although the ones that you showed were the only ones I saw, so I have no opinion on the long lost ones that we can't find apparently. But I thought you handled it in a somewhat graceful way. You know, considering like that you were pretty upset.
Yeah.
Like when I heard that you were popping off about it, I was like, "Oh boy, what is Ethan saying? What is Ethan doing now?" But when I read the messages, I was like,
thank
you
you
know,
for
I thought
saying
that
that.
was a respectful and good way to address it. So
Why does it smell
good
like
job.
shit in here? Wait, what's happening?
Okay,
Girl,
Are you
so
serious?
Look at your
Oh fuck.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I came back from the bathroom and I was like, it smells like I thought someone shit their pants, but I didn't notice the
Oh
candle
my
was there. It
god.
took me
I
a
was
while.
sitting.
You were smelling that too?
Yeah.
You can blow it out now.
No, I was genuinely
covering it.
No,
concerned.
it'll
I was
still
like,
work.
what the fuck is. I was looking at my trash can. I was looking around. Did the dog. Is there a dog in here that did
Dude,
something?
I'm shitting myself.
Dude, I'm
It's
shitting
like,
myself.
holy shit.
I'm covering this thing up, man. Get it out of here.
Wow.
That Merry
I've never-
Christmas is the smell of Christmas. It really is.
I've never smelled it lit. Oh my god.
It's lit.
I've been told that it doesn't smell bad lit, but now that's not true. That's the worst smell I've ever smelled. Holy shit.
No, it gets you.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
it really
horrible.
it took a while to drift
I get
over
ya.
here, but ugh.
Oh my
He's the
god.
sort of guy that gets horny when he takes a shit.
Yeah, I was frustrated about this.
Think about it, Ethan.
I was the one who let them come backstage.
By the way, no, I did not blame or have any bad feelings about that at all.
Thank you for
Totally.
saying that.
I if,
At the time, it was
if
chill.
you asked me, I would have been totally fine.
I was
Like,
glad
you
to
could
meet
have
him.
known that he would have reacted like that.
Yeah,
I fucking chiefed with the guy.
I think he's
You did
also.
what? You fucking blazed with Brad.
I blazed
Little
with
bit, yeah,
Brad, bro.
after the
Come
show.
on,
I know.
Brad.
I think I follow him on Twitter. I think he's going through a tough time right now. Not to excuse, obviously, but I think he's going through it right now about
It seems
something
like he's-
else too.
Like I was saying earlier, it's, you know, adapting to a lot of online attention is difficult, and you know,
You should just
people
like
struggle with it.
just say what you actually believe, dude. It's not
Right.
that hard.
Yeah,
I had a convo with him too. Thought he was a great guy.
yeah,
Yeah, super
Same
nice.
here.
He is.
Yeah, no,
Seems
he,
like
Well,
a
I think he is a
happy,
great
go
guy.
lucky, kind
He's
of
just-
nice guy. Happy to be there.
Yeah, I think he just
Made a
had a
mistake.
major goofball moment. You do.
We talked about Detroit.
Well, listen,
Did you?
Yeah, his friends that were there were from Detroit.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course you did.
Detroit,
Shout out.
we gotta go, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you know, you always make jokes about the Michigan water, but I actually got a bacterial infection from the
Oh,
fucking
no.
pond.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Like my whole leg is swollen up right now. And yeah.
Your shirt's from the water?
Yeah, I had an open wound and I went in the water and like I just thought it was from when I hit my leg, but it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And
What water did you go in?
it was near my dad's campsite. He has like a RV.
You
and
in like a lake?
Yeah, and I jumped in to get a volleyball because my nieces hit it in the water, and it was really slimy water, but it fucked me up.
We're so fragile. You can't even swim in the wrong pool.
Yeah, my uncle said if you don't take care of it, it could be fatal. Yeah. But he gave me antibiotics. I'm okay.
You
now.
could have died in
could've.
another world.
Getting a fucking volleyball. Yeah.
Thank God for antibiotics.
also died.
I went on antibiotics over the break. I had a UTI.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, girl.
I was having trouble like starting to pee.
What happened?
It was getting really hard to begin flowing, and it was just getting like very uncomfortable to pee.
Yeah.
Right.
So I went to the doctor, and I did a pee test, and it came back like positive for all this, like basically a UTI.
painful.
And like that's super rare for guys. I don't know how the fuck I got that.
Is it super?
I also went
I know
swimming
it's,
in a,
it's rarer than with women, but I don't think it's like super
Yeah.
rare.
not
Well,
too bad.
They never. It could have been some kind of prostate infection too. They weren't ever totally sure. But I took antibiotics and I'm feeling pretty much better now.
Did you get a finger up the ass?
No,
No?
I just peed.
Still holding out for that day, huh?
I have already had a finger in my ass.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
I got checked for a hernia when I was in college.
Oh, right.
They laid me on my back in the fetal position
Right.
and digitally inserted inside of me with a generous amount of lube. It wasn't that bad, frankly. They mostly affect older men. 12% of men will get a UTI at some point in their life. Interesting.
How am I supposed to do the show? I'm covered in slime.
So yeah, but so I guess we both. And the weird thing about UTIs is like they don't cure themselves.
Yeah.
If you don't take antibiotics.
Huh. Well,
so we both could have died.
Yeah. No, it's scary. My face too. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I had an open wound on my face, just a small cut, and it was like really red, all a break right here as well. And I don't know. My uncle said it could be, but he doesn't think it's the same thing. But
is that why you're wearing a mask?
That was part of it because it was super dry.
Please take off your mask.
I also I'm getting over a cold, but I think
Let me
I'm
see
better
that
now.
face of yours.
See that beautiful face
Your
of yours.
mask
Give it up
is
for
making me
AB, everybody.
Heartthrob
Handsome
alert.
legend.
Thank you.
Heartthrob alert, ladies. The mask is coming off. Yeah, but that's what it is. You know?
That is what it is. Hey, listen.
Oh, wait, I want to read this fast. You're going to say do the ad.
I was
Yeah.
going to say
Brad
that.
says, this morning Ethan Klein posted pictures that I assume he got from the specific tweet, which is a small portion of a bigger story. I think he's talking about Nick. Again, I didn't see that. It was on our subreddit. That's where I saw it. I would have felt upset in his position too. However, he's an adult who has a weak filter for what he says, and real people get hurt from it. Excuse me. Fuck you, bitch. Like, let's keep things in perspective here, Brad. There's nothing wrong with being mad at him. I am pissed off at him. But I also know that he and his wife are Jewish and go through hell trying to stand with Palestine while people they know and love will fucking hate them for it. It's a perspective worth understanding. Fuck. Dude, I'm sorry, but like this dude had the opportunity to apologize and he said he's mad at me and he said, I have a weak filter. I mean, he's not wrong, but like, is this really the time? Frankly, at the time, I thought, like Dan said, I was being pretty like cool about it.
Yeah.
Relatively compared to how fucking crazy I can get about stuff like this.
What does he mean by and real people get hurt from?
Him. He's a real person that's got hurt by me defending myself against the accusations.
Is that what he
I'm a
means?
Nazi.
Because that's a weird thing.
I truly can't. I don't know how to interpret any other way. I'm open to alternative interpretations.
Huh.
You know, he is an adult who has a weak filter for what he says, and real people get hurt from it.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
So I don't know. There it is. That's Brad for you. It's Brad. If he wants to call and apologize, he can do it. I'll accept his apology, but I don't know that he can do that publicly because then he'll just be like double crossing his fans that want to think that Jewish people are Nazis, Israelis are Nazis.
Right.
We'll talk off air.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. And
I just feel bad.
well, Hila was specifically pissed because she's like, dude, I spent all night. I could have talked with like any other number of people that I would have been happy to talk to, that they would have been happy to speak with me, and I spent the whole night talking to this asshole who fucking called me a Nazi at the end of the day. Anyway, Brad, all the best. I hope you can still. Is he gonna still be a fan of the show? Do you think?
Well, maybe there's a way to amend this. I don't know.
We don't have to burn the
Shouldn't
bridge.
rule anything. You don't have to burn the bridge.
If he wants to apologize, I'd accept it.
I think that's a
I
possibility.
don't-
We'll talk. That's a
I
possibility.
don't think he will. That's the thing.
Depends
I
if his
don't know.
audience says to apologize or not.
That's the thing. He's captured. He's captured by his audience.
But maybe this is a lesson. You know, maybe he comes out of this realizing that you can't please everybody all the time.
He'll come on and apologize, and then
Yeah.
he'll unapologize on Twitter.
Yeah. Anyway, Brad, our door's open. I was about to make a really terrible joke.
I'm glad that you didn't. Nope. Stop the drum roll.
It's funny, though.
We have to do our ad. We're way over.
All right. Thank you.
Way over.
Let's thank our wonderful sponsors here, and then we'll get into the juicy morsels. But until then, it's time to sup up with Gamer
Time to
Sup.
sup up.
Sup the F up. Hold on. One sec.
Oh.
Yeah, baby! This is the ultimate beverage. I love it. We all drink it. And we all love it. Why do we love it? First of all, it tastes great. Tons of different flavors on their website and priced phenomenally. 100 servings per tub. Take a scoop of this stuff. It comes with a little scooper. Look, this is all you need.
This new ad music?
One little scooper, that's
Yes,
all
sir.
you need out of this massive jug. Boom. Is it 1 or 2 scoops? Because I don't make it for my... Elena makes it. 1 scoop.
Yeah, one scoop generally. You can 2 scoop.
I hit the 2 scoop.
I usually hit
1
the 2
scoop
scoop.
per 8 ounces.
Oh,
Which is like a can. So this,
Yeah,
this cup has got to be more than...
Right,
The
that's-
shakers are
so
2.
2 scoops.
Right.
At least.
At least. It's a 2 scooper right there.
Yeah. That's a 2 scooper.
It's basically tastes great. It has no sugar. Can help wean you off sugary drinks. It's going to help you lose weight. It's got all the electrolytes, minerals, and everything that you want to keep you jazzing. B12, B6, D3, D's nuts.
Yo!
Vitamin C, vitamin H, and all these other great ones that you want to see when you're trying to get vitamined up. So it's got caffeine too. It has everything you need. It's hydrating,
Or
it's mineralizing,
or it doesn't have caffeine.
it's electrolyzing. It has caffeine, or if you don't want caffeine, it doesn't have
There's
caffeine.
an
Both
option
versions,
for you.
every flavor has a caffeine-free version of it. And you can be like Love, for example, and I love Love because he
I love Love.
is a Gamer Subs connoisseur, and Love doesn't like drinking water because
That's right.
it's boring, and frankly, it is boring. And by drinking Gamer Subs, this is painful. There, I got it. Sorry about that. By drinking Gamer Subs, you are drinking more fluids.
100%. I have a little, plastic bottles in my fridge.
That's the way.
Every morning I wake up, bam, open that little lid, boom, 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 in the plastic container or a plastic bottle, and I'm on drinking my water, dude. My fucking daily
You
water.
look
dude.
very hydrated, frankly.
Thanks. I mean, I've been working hard on it, and I wouldn't be here without Gamer Subs. I wouldn't be
And
at
when
my
you pee, is it nice and clear?
crystal clear, baby. Crystal clear.
Clear.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you.
It's Gamer Subs, guys. Give it a shot. They're a great supporter of the show, and I'm very excited for our cup that is apparently coming out. It's been coming out. It's going to come out.
It's very soon. It's very, very soon. I know we've been saying that forever, but we should be getting the revised. We got a sample. We sent it back. It wasn't up to snuff yet. And so they are issuing a new sample, which takes a little bit of time. That's why there's been a little bit more of a delay. But we should be getting that very soon, like within the next week or two.
So stay tuned.
And so stay tuned. And
But
we'll show
until
you,
then,
yeah.
go to gamersubs.gg. Use the code H3 to get 10% off your order. That's gamersubs.gg. Link is in description. Use the code H3 to get 10% off your order. Please consider supporting them. We love them so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. Oh, and since we're exposing people, shout out to this. I don't know if I should do this or not. I feel like I really want to. You know what I'm talking about, right, Dan?
Sorry, Dan is talking on the side.
Yeah, sorry. What did you say?
I really want to expose this person, but I don't know if I should. Because
Expose this person? Uh-oh.
the
What are you talking
snarker,
about?
the snarker thing.
Oh.
I really want to because I hate these people. They're just the worst people in the world. But I've always wondered, like, what do these people look like?
I think even describing it gets the.
Okay, yeah. Got carried away. I'm not going to do it. I'm out. You said he texted you?
Yeah,
Brad texted you?
he did.
Okay. What did he say?
He said he would like to call in.
He could call in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We'll keep it brief. I'll give him a shot.
Will you forward me a...
Yeah. I'll set up a Zoom.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
This music.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Is he sure it's a good idea? You know, hasn't he been doing a lot of like spur of the moment?
It's true.
Like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
No,
Look,
it's,
I'm here with the.
Is he sure he doesn't want to
wants-
just like think about it for a minute?
He seems okay, and it sounds like he wants to call in.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. Bradley.
That is his full name, I think.
So are you? How's this happening? You're getting.
I'm sending
Yeah.
Olivia a Zoom link and he'll pass it along, I guess.
Ay.
So Bradley is going to be calling into Zoom, presumably to either apologize or call me a Nazi.
No.
Probably not.
He's got to pick a lane at this point.
I think he learned a lesson from this.
The $1 million question: Ethan Klein, Nazi or just a normal dude?
B. Final answer.
You want to ask the audience?
No.
Brad would have asked the audience.
You want to go 50?
People saying turn off chat if he calls in. You know,
Honestly,
that's
yep.
not a bad idea.
Yep.
I support that.
All right, if he calls in, I'll temporarily turn it off.
100%
Okay,
support.
I texted it to him.
All right. Well, in the meantime, as he's connecting, oh, Dan.